gallery here on the right hand side closes at 5 o'clock, so you've still got a little bit of time to have a look. This is Te Puna Uwefetu, the best art gallery in New Zealand, and if you wish to know what $47 million is like, put your hand in the water feature there on the right, like that way he's going to wash your hands down. There. When they put the foundations down for the art gallery, they broke into natural springs, so they incorporated it in the design of the building.
Wow, that's cool.
Te Puna Uwefetu means clear water springs under sparkling skies. Now this is free. The 7-pole structure here on the right is called Reasons for Voyaging. It's dedicated to the early European and Maori settlers that came here in ships. And up the top you'll see those stainless steel waka. A waka is a New Zealand Maori boat. And they actually change one position every time there's a full moon.
Oh, wow.
So every month we end up with a new art form there.
That's cool.
As we go across Montreal Street, when you're about 3/4 of the way across, if you look back you'll actually get a better view of the front of the building. You'll see the curvature and flow of it. It's actually designed by an Australian architect. Fame and King Kong remake. He made a full-length feature film here. True story about 2 young girls that went to the school. They murdered one of their mothers. And the name of the film was called Heavenly Creatures. And the lead actress in that film, her very first full-length feature film, was a very young Kate Winslet.
Oh, wow.
And this tram was actually used in the making of that film for 3 days. And when the film came out, it was in the film for less than 20 seconds.
Wow.
And Kate Winslet sat there on that seat, and she sat there on that seat.
Wow, there you go.
There you are. So you've sat on top of Kate Winslet. Just here on the left, this is the Christchurch Cathedral Cafe. That's the only licensed cafe in New Zealand attached to a church. And it was opened back in 1995 by the Queen of England when she was in town. Just right down the far end there, folks, you'll see the Millennium Chalice. That represents 42 swirling leaves from 9 different plants that grew in the region, and the top ones aren't cannabis, by the way. And on the right hand side, if you've never seen a busload of penguins, well, there's a busload just pulled up. That goes out to the Antarctic Centre. Another good place to visit and have a look. And we're back to Cathedral Square. Stop. They're the largest lilies on the planet. And their botanical name is Cordyline australis. They're just starting to come out into flower. And they got their common name from Captain James Cook when he was on one of his trips out here in the 1770s. His men had scurvy, which is a deficiency in vitamins. So they pulled the tops out of the trees, chopped them up very fine, boiled them, and the closest thing that they could think of was cabbage. So that's what it looked like. So they ate it, and it actually cured scurvy. So that's how they got their common name. And in the early days, when the trees actually mature, they develop a trunk on them like this. And the early settlers used to cut the trunks down, knock out the pithy centre in the middle, and put it as their chimney over their fireplace and put clay around it, because the cabbage tree trunk doesn't burn. And that was their chimney stack. So they're quite a versatile plant.
How was that, Mum?
That was really fun.